go. If it ain't me, you Curry gets the flame calling, Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about $1. More money, me, more problems.
First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the Detroit Lions. On first down, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
Right, so here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. So after the INT, it's Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. In for the score. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Out of the gun, Watson. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here's Watson, dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Aaron Donald. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Lions. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Allen off the play fake. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. And he gets it down to the 32. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run with a rookie. It's Boston Scott. And not much running room. Down to the 32. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down. These two teams, Panthers and Lions, met each other Week 5 in Detroit last year. You did that game, didn't you?
I did, and the Panthers were starting to round into form, especially their quarterback Cam Newton, who had missed most of the preseason with a shoulder injury. He had a big game, 335 yards passing and 3 touchdown passes, and they beat Detroit 27-24.
First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down. The Lions into the red zone for the first time. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Throwing now is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And Myers able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
A full start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Back to throw, Watson. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Come back, come back.
first down, it's Watson, escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Joe Whiskey Tart. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Over.
Now the rookie first-rounder from San Diego State, it's Rashad Penny. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Over.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions add on to their lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Tiger. Down. Green the line.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that's caught inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Watson on 1st down. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Gallup, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right. He looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays. Specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. He's checking. Crash.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 36 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, it's Allen. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Lions just continue to pour it on. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. And pick six, extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here.
Slow.
Back to the air, Taylor after the pick six. And an alley to run. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Throwing now, Taylor on first down. Being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Slow.
Out of the gun, it's Taylor. He finds Corey Davis. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And that one results in 35 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Taylor on first down. Forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Again to Henry. Pretty nice aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. So a minute 55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. On to try the field goal now, Phil Dawson. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And Dawson's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 30, past the 20.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Now Myers for the extra point. Myers connects on the PAT, and a rout is on here in this first half. Myers now converted on the field goal try, Now he's on to kick it away. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
The throw by Taylor here, and that's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Ready. Flag 32.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Blue 90. Gun. All right, now, lucky 56.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. And this one's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Gun. Over.
Allen going to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kiko Alonso in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. With it is Brown. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. And the Panthers coming out now. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 46, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They go play action here on 1st down. Steps away. The left side completion to Jones. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Give him 30 yards there. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Set. 319. 319.
They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Here's Allen. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Cortland Sutton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and through by Myers. And a rout is on here in this first half. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, look at that. And he's loose again. The 40, 30, the 20, 10.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will extend this big lead. Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, Let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A handoff to Penny. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Looking downfield for Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. Pushing his way through. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
Can't he give it? Taylor hit. He lost the football, and the Lions have recovered.
What part did they went empty set then? No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Dumps that off to Penny as running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Taylor. Dancing to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play?
Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And he fields it cleanly. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They'll try and get the run game going. This is Penny. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Allen. Quick hitch, complete. It's James. And he'll get nothing out of that one. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help the team very much, unless, of course, you're playing defense.
Yeah, if you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Jamie Collins able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now Brown. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Taylor. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Leopard.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Going for it all. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, Is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Touchdown, Detroit! Michael Gallup, his second.